Hi, it's Jamie with Jamie's Arts a la Carte. Thank you very much for joining me. I have a fun project planned for us today. I hope this video inspires you to create something of your own. If you would, hit the like button and share the video with your friends. That helps me to grow this channel and to continue to bring you new projects. If you haven't subscribed yet, would you please consider subscribing? And if you have, thank you very much. Well, we have a lot to do, so let's get to it. Hi, it's Jamie with Jamie's Arts a la Carte. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have a very interesting project for us. So at Christmas, I have trees all over the place, and the one that I have in my outdoor area at the front is decorated in plaid, buffalo check, red and black. So I wanted to add some Christmas balls out there, right? I wanted a few more balls for the tree. So I found this giant tube, and I've added to it since I got it, but I found this giant tube after Christmas last year. And so my intent is these are plastic balls, so I think they would do well outside. This is anti-pill fleece, so I'm thinking this will work. So I'm going to begin by sorting the balls, right? I probably won't do the glitter, but maybe these that don't have the glitter on there. We'll see. I've never done anything like this. So the ones I'm not going to use we'll put to the side, because we'll do something with them, right? But then I'm going to sort by sizes. And so I could even use those, right? So I'm going to start by sorting, and I'm going to sort by size. But I'm going to not count the glitter balls or the glass balls. So these all seem to be about the same size. Here's that. And so I'm going to set it up at this point. All right. Here's all the glitter. We'll see. Kind of like blue. I'm going to leave blue alone. But like these, I would not probably use these, and they're kind of marred up. So if I see them at an estate sale and I can get them uber cheap, then I buy them. So even though they have a little bit of glitter on there, I'm going to count those. And if it's like a funky shape, like this star, I wouldn't be able to get my fleece around it, so no to that one. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Gorilla glue sticks for this project. Worked really well on those outdoor pillows. So same kind of concept, right? So, all right. So we'll use those. Got to get some room here. All right. I actually ordered this in the mail, right? My local store didn't have it, so they shipped it to me, and voila, it came. It's a little bit bigger check than I wanted, but you know what? It's okay. I'm going to make it work. So I want to take a piece of the fleece. And it's a big piece because I got 1.5 yards. I just didn't know how much it would take and all that stuff. This seems to be a little brighter on this side, so I'm going to flip it over and let this softer side be the softer print, right? It's a little more muted. So then I want to get an idea of how much it takes to cover. So I need a little bit more than that. And try not to waste it, but get the ball covered. I'm going to go 6 by 6 on the first one. I can always go 5 by 5. And I've also gotten out my pinking shears, because that will, the fleece won't ravel, but this will just give it a little extra, little decorative touch at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to go all the way up to there. This has like a little salvage edge, so I'm going to go inside it, which I went to 6, so I'm glad I did. That'll help absorb that. Okay. Not perfectly straight, but we're going to be trimming it anyways. All right, so now let's look and see how we did. All right. I'm going to go with a long wire tie to begin with, or whatever we call these things, and then maybe use those. So you'll notice I cover up the hook. I'm not really worried about it, because what I'm going to do right here from the get-go, I'm going to go ahead and add a tie in here. You know what, I'm going to make it a little bit longer because I just don't really know how much I need. So let's go 14 instead of 10, so 14. Yep, here we go. And I'm going to spread that glue, right, so it goes flat and it spreads out. Again, pull it straight up. Let the pleats come in here. And just press. All right, so now we have this. We have our string. That's a good thing. We'll try a 5, but then we'll make it before we start assembly line, because 5 might be too small. All right, so I'm going to try a big one. See right there? See how close that is? We might need to do 6 by 6. I actually left one line in there, right? That way if it does do something crazy and come apart, All right, so now I am going to use my pinking shears, and I'm going to cut these bigger pieces off. So I'm going to try to cut it straight. You know what, maybe we'll try 5 1/2. How about that? There I'm cutting one full block off. See that? It's actually a whole block, so maybe I didn't have it exactly in the center. Alright, so there's a whole block. That's the back, so that's okay. A little lump there. Okay, and then I still got that string. Let's see if I can tie off right there. I think it's too short. Next time I'll make that string right there longer. But what I can do, I can come in and I can do this kind of knot. Don't think I can get another one. So we'll just keep winding it, and then we're going to glue just that tail end right there. This would be a good place to put a little decoration. Right, make it the front instead of the back. So that's what it looks like so far. How about that? Imagine those, just a few of those, and it's a really tall tree. So I'm going to let that dry, and we'll move on to the next one. All right. Shoot, nubbies. All right, so I've got these to this point. I'm going to trim up these last two. I'm going to take off these little tips just to give it a more of a surface. Opposed to just being hooked up there. And I think I'm not going to do the smaller ones, and I'll tell you why. This fabric is pretty bulky, right? Fleece, and I knew that. But I'm struggling to get it even to work on this size. So I'm thinking if I go even smaller, how much harder would that be? So I think I'm going to end up painting those. And so that'll be another project for us. But what I'm going to do is, as soon as I get these trimmed up, spread out, I'm going to go in my floral stash, and I'm going to find something where I can decorate around this top, right? I think they're super cute though. What do you think? For a buffalo check outdoor Christmas tree. You see, I can pull on it still. Try to get it to spread out. So I'm going to spread it out. Those are the four corners right there. I'm just going to cut off that little tip, and that gives me, instead of one vertex, it gives me two, right? So a little more pleasing to the eye. Yeah. So yeah, I think those are just too small, which means, yay, I have got some buffalo check fabric that I still have left over. And I may come and try some of those others, because maybe you can't see the ridges. But for this project, we're going to do these, and we're going to decorate them. And give me just a second. I'm going to go find those floral pieces. All right. Excuse me. All right. So this is that beaded garland that you can get from the Dollar Tree. I love this, and I usually buy it in all kinds of colors, but I wanted to use the white on this. So basically, and it's wired, so that's nice. Pull that out. I use the bead for something. Let's see. I'm going to cut this back just a smidge. So I'm going to wire it around. Let's see. I might have to get some more red berries out. We'll see. All right. Up here where my wire tie thingy goes, I am going to twist this. Give it a good twist. And bend it back. I need a tool. It's kind of sharp. Twist it in. Now I'm just going to go around and around. So next time I may not wrap as much around that base if I decide to do this. So I'm going to just come here, right? Just a little bit of interest. I'm going to come past it. I'm going to clip it off. And I'm going to glue it into place. Lost one of my beads, but that's okay. And then what I want to do is I want to put just a few berries. Let's see. See if I can just pull them off. just going to put some glue right here. And I'm going to stick some berries on there. There's all kinds of ideas that you can do with this too. Like, I'm going to put some burlap ribbon on here. Let's see, can we get this red bead, this white bead just to go right in there? So then it'll hang on my tree like that. How about that? Just a little oomph. I don't really want to put green on there because the tree's green. Right? Okay. Alright, there's one. We'll let it dry. that. There we go. Here's a little bit. So the balls had gotten really soft when I was doing the hot glue, but they seem to have firmed back up. So that's good to know, right? I wasn't really concerned. This fabric is super thick. I'm going to do a little, let's try something different right here. What if we do this? Oh yeah, look at there. I just made a little ruffle. Like that. There's that one. Alright, not making as many as we thought we were going to make, but I'm really pleased with the ones we did make. So that's kind of a cool thing too. I've never tried anything quite like this, so definitely can take something, recycle it, and customize it to whatever look you're looking for. I think that's kind of cool. Let's see. Yeah, got lots of extra. Let's see. There we go. Right like that. So if I make these again, so what have we learned, right? I'll put less burlap around, right? I definitely would use the wire ties. I would maybe look for a smaller buffalo check pattern, right, as I'm buying things, right, as I'm looking. Of course, I bought this online, so I couldn't really tell, and I was a little concerned that it was going to be too big. I think it works out just fine for this size ball. Probably too large of a pattern for the smaller ones, and by it being fleece, it's just a little too bulky. But I think I'll be able to use those balls for another project. So see, I'm just making ruffles now. How about that? like the red fairies. That just gives it a nice little festive look, right? Red will pop on the green tree. All right, there they are. How about that? Let's see. Got one loose white thing. Don't want to store it. So we're just going to use it right in here. There you go. Use it up. All right. Get the fuzzies. Unglue my gun. Unplug my gun. A few berries left, and this goes a long ways, right? So that was a good choice. How about that? Pink and shears, that was a good idea. All right. Not so much the tiny balls, like not even these balls. The pattern's too big for those, so we'll figure out something else for those. But here is our project for today. How about that? Our buffalo check. And I'll get a lint roller out when I go to put them on the tree, just to let them all look their very best. I'm gonna let them set up before I fiddle with them too much. But here we go. What do you think of this project? Let me know in the comments. How do you decorate your trees? Like I use this buffalo check theme outside, right? This and glitter, right? So I have some glitter reindeers I put out there. Just a 2D, right? So just a flat. And then just like some glitter words like Merry Christmas, that sort of thing. But I like the very simple for that tree out there. And it's just sort of the tree that greets my visitors when they're coming to the house. So here they are. What do you think of that? What a cool little project. And again, I used plastic balls, so I don't have to worry about, you know, them falling and breaking inside the cloth. Again, I used the Gorilla hot glue sticks. They seem to work outside fine. These won't get nearly the usage or like the heat, you know, the wet and all that of the pillows. And the pillows are still holding up fine, y'all. How about that? Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, like it, share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed yet, would you please consider subscribing? And well, until next time, happy crafting. How about that? Aren't they cute? Okay, I'll bring you in for a close-up. Until next time, y'all, happy crafting.